What's up with it? It's your boy Peter Prophet.
And Devoila.
And we right back again with Narcissus, Fallen Center. Follow up to the Saint Tape.
So the project, it has like hella wisdom, wordplay, perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even like a history lesson. You feel me? So give us some background on the, how you came up with the title and the concept of this project.
Well, I know for a fact I wanted to do I wanted to stay in that Saint thing. So I was sitting around one day and I was thinking, like St. Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas is basically like St. Nicholas Day or whatever. So I wonder what the saint is for my birthday. So I go and look, my birthday is October the 29th. And the saint for it is Saint Narcissus. So I go and do some research on Saint Narcissus or whatever, and he was a holy dude. He had a illustrious religious career, if you may say, and he had a little bit of a skirmish in his life, but it wasn't nothing too eventful. And that wasn't enough for me to stop there. So
he in the Bible too.
He's in the Bible, for sure. And the thing that made me dig even further back was narcissism or narcissist. So I'm like, well, it sounds so similar, So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do some research. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on the root word or where it came from, and it came. There actually was a person named Narcissus back in the 1st century A.D. Well, that stuff's all tricky back then. But he's a part of Greek mythology, so that's even more trickier, which is crazy because I've done something with Greek mythology when I did Medusa's Garden. That's a whole other thing, but
crazy.
Yeah, but
crazy connection.
But Narcissus, he was like the son of a god and a nymph, and dude was gorgeous, like to the point to where it was like men and women was after him, and he didn't care anything about their advances. And there was another nymph. Her name was Echo, and she fell in love with Narcissus, but he denied her, and she ended up withering away and basically becoming what we call an echo today. As far as you never really see the voice or whatever. It's just you. It's the echo, because all she could do is repeat back to him what she was saying. So when he denied her, she basically denied herself substance to live, and she withered away. So another nymph, but this time it was a man. He made an advance towards him or whatever, in typical narcissist fashion. I'm cool. Dude went and told Nemesis, the god of revenge, that Narcissus had did that. So Nemesis punished Narcissus to where he cast a spell to where basically whenever he does discover himself, he's gonna fall in love. So one day he's walking along, and he spots a body of water, and granted this is a time when they didn't have mirrors, so he finally seen what he looks like. And he fell in love. So
fell in love with himself.
He fell in love with himself. And the same way that Echo stayed and withered in the woods to where she was nothing but just an echo of a voice, he didn't leave that puddle. He didn't leave that spot by the river. He literally died because he couldn't figure out how to be with that person in the water. You know what I'm saying? In the reflection. So in his story, I look at it as like, we live in a time of where self-love is real big, you know what I'm saying? But it's dangers of it. But then sometimes you end up with a narcissist for some reasons that might not have a lot to do with what it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying?
Because narcissists don't really, it does have a bad connotation.
It has a bad connotation.
But if you look at a part of it, you gotta look at everything from every degree.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you look at it to a degree, it's like self-confidence.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's a good, you can't say everything about it is bad, but you
too much can kill you.
Exactly.
So
so I get that.
So it was dope for that to come up with that, and then like I already had a picture where I'm looking at myself, and it's like all these things just come together, and it's like, damn, that's crazy how this came together for me, to where it was just like I was just looking up for my birthday, and it turned into this, then I found this, and it turned into this. So.
And then when you look at it, like you said, it's like a picture of him looking at himself. And what I took from it is just like reflection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a chance. And when you look at this project and listen to it, you can hear the reflection that you have throughout the verses.
Yeah, because the Saint Tape is kind of like when you look at yourself in the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good person, X, Y, Z, da-da-da-da-da-da. But Narcissus is kind of like a look in the mirror when it's just like, all right, well, even the bullshit is right there. Like, I know I had mercy and shit on the Saint Tape, but Narcissus is just like, all right, well.
Embracing the dark.
Yeah, it's really like this for you. Like, I really deal with some of these issues or just instances that I'm rapping about, whether it be debating on if the dream is more important than the life that I'm living now, or hell, the whole women's section that's on there. So you know what I'm saying, all those decisions and situations that I gotta sift through, I'm giving y'all the real.
So you start off with Saint Narcissus.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just say, so you said took back the O like in Helen Ports.
Yeah.
Hey man, like man, you said so much on there.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up coming up with that, cause like it don't all the way spell tobacco out there, like how, you know what I'm saying, it's back to back, but took back the O, like in Helen Ports, we sell them force and give them vibes. Like I don't know. I just wanted to. It came in my head in Helen Port, so I had to figure out how to put tobacco in.
And then you said, "Thank God I feel divine. The weapon formed against me in the finish line."
Oh yeah, I mean that's basically just I've been down but never out. And I don't think it's a case to where I could ever be out, because, I'm me.
Yeah. So, man, you got some crazy features on there. The second song. So hold on. Like, you like Chick-fil-A, obviously, right?
Nah, I actually don't even eat Chick-fil-A anymore.
What?
Yeah, bro. I've been so healthy that I can't even.
But back then, that's what you eating it then?
I was fooling with it.
Okay, so it was Polynesian. Is that your favorite sauce or something?
It is, but it ain't at the same time. Like I mean, honestly, I really just got hip to the Polynesian sauce when I stopped eating Chick-fil-A.
Got you.
And really, like, that bar just came along as far as the writing process, bro.
Oh, wow. The chicken and the Polynesian? That's what
because the poetry line, like it's spelled, if you look at the lyrics, it's spelled poetry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the chicken, poetry. I put poetry in Polynesian, you know what I'm saying? So, and Polynesian just seems a whole lot more fancier to me than a barbecue sauce or ranch. And, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you don't go everywhere and get Polynesian sauce.
Fact.
So, I mean, even though it's Chick-fil-A, but
I got you.
No razzle dazzle.
Nah, you got Sea of Dreams on there.
Big shouts out to C. That's my dog.
She killed it, bro. She killed it on there.
Now, she on the project quite a few times.
A few times. But so at the end of the song, y'all saying like, put it on the scale. way out. You know, put it in the air, way out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a hint to the broken scales, or like way out?
In a sense, but more or less just a life scale type thing, like, and it's way up, not way out. It just,
way up.
It just sound like so way up and way up.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If we put it in the air, you going up. If you put it on the scale, you weighing up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Say less. Say less. But nah. So I point to broken scales because you know you had Cognac Jones on there.
But even with that though, because it's just like when you pay attention to it, like what I say, problems light and heavy, so I throw money and drags out. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of coincides, because I'm not sure if I came up with the hook or because that part probably came from me coming up with that bar on the underside. Because problems light and heavy, so I throw money and drags out. And like that's crazy anyway, where it's like you throw the money and you drag the za, but the za don't weigh nothing, the money kind of weighs something. But to have it with the differences of what I was doing as far as weighing up and being held down. You know what I'm saying? Because the bug gonna hold the scale down and
he said, so you saying, achieve what the believers don't believe me, you could ask God. Half y'all couldn't do the math, so I'm gonna add y'all. Okay, no, that ain't gonna make sense. Living like a movie, do we ever, you said that though. Living like a movie, do we ever take the mask off?
Well, that's kind of like, being that I was talking about the poetry again. You know, Langston Hughes got the poem, We Wear the Mask or whatever. So that's kind of like me using
deep,
something
like,
from his bag to add to my bag, even though it ain't necessarily directly like a quote from him or nothing like that. It's just more or less like that's how I was feeling in that bar, and it's so many different. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Like after that, I say Alan Ocho Rios driving, helping with my patois. And that's a real thing. Like I was out in Jamaica and my driver Campbell, like he was driving me everywhere. Like the resort was trying to charge us double to do everything, and there's certain stuff that they wouldn't let us do. Like Campbell had me in the trenches in Ocho Rio getting the best Jamaican food that I could because the resort food was trash. Like he took me to the dispensary. He found me some street bud. Hell, he even went out and gave me some prostitutes if I asked for it.
Yeah. Oh, the Ultra Rio. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so it's a whole bunch of truth and just me being able to convey how cool things is going right now. Even if they're not. But,
for sure. So, like I was saying, so you got Cognac Jones on there. So you put him on Ray Charles. Y'all got this on Ray Charles.
Yeah, I got him on Ray Charles.
How did that come about? Ray Charles.
Hell, really? I mean, it's just.
You was feeling sometimes. Like you was making a statement.
Well, I think I kind of was when I did that song, but it was more or less like a widespread type thing. Like, you know, we all got ego issues in hip hop, and I think I was just kind of looking around, and it's like, y'all really think that y'all that guy like that? Like, I mean, granted, I'm obviously part of the club because I'll be thinking like that too sometimes, but.
But I think you put it to the extent where it's like, you know, I ain't really seeing no competition. Like my competition is, you know.
And that's the whole thing. That's why it's called Ray Charles, because it's like I'm in a space of creating to where I'm not trying to be better than the next person or nothing like that. Like, yeah, I mean, I want people to like my stuff and listen to it, but I'm not trying to be better than him or I'm not trying to make the best song out of so and so. Like, life is happening. Like, I'm able to put life in some of this stuff. Yeah, so it's like
Definitely, you capture it for sure, bro.
That's what I'm working towards. And then Slim is always like a default guy whenever I seen some stuff and I don't sound good at all, I have Slim try it out.
For sure.
Unless I got an actual voice in mind.
Got you. Okay, so that Ray Charles, then we go to a nigga jam. So what is a nigga jam in your words?
A nigga jam is typically the process of when we tend to have dreams that can be looked at as like pipe dreams or whatever. You know, some shit you really gotta go out and chase, or whatever the case may be, something that take a real big sacrifice of you. And it's deciding what to do with that. It's like I've been in a position to where, all right, if say in the GTC thing, if we had to move down to Atlanta or move to California or something like that, we'd probably be still making music, GTC, millionaires, all that. But, you know, I had obligations here, and I didn't want to make that work that way. Some people do.
Priority is how where you put priorities. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Your priorities was here. You feel me?
So even outside myself though, like sometimes you have people where, okay, they nigga jam might be.
I say like gym, cause that's I took it like gyms up. You feel me? Like, but
well, that and I think like okay, you got like your basketball players, you got your football players, you got your actresses, you got your rappers. A lot of times, if you're from a place where you're from, you have to leave to go attain that, and that's why. Towards the end of it, I had the Hollywood thing because like that kept playing in my head. Like,
you know what I'm saying? See a Dreams on there too.
Oh yeah, see a Dream. She's on that again. Like,
so yeah, that man. Like I said, when you played that for me, and you played, I heard that voice, bro. I was like,
yeah,
how you just flipped that and had her execute it. You feel me? Like,
yeah, it's just I felt like at first I had a whole bunch of bars on it without the hook, and then actually I tried to put Trip Fontaine on it. Shout out to Trip.
Okay.
But Trip didn't want to get on it. No, I'm just playing. He just told me he said the record felt like it was complete already. He really didn't have too much to say on it, which I can't be mad at that because it's like. You know what I'm saying? I did say a lot, so...
You said a lot, man. You said...
So I can understand not getting on a record and wanting to basically reiterate what the person doesn't rap. Like, well, let me take what you did and say it a different way, because I know what you're saying, but you said it all. Like, so I was going to get him to put some poetry on it, but, you know, the tonight's conversation stuff started taking off, so it's like, bro, I'm busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Trip, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, I came up with that hook. I put it on there, and it was me for a little bit. And then when me and C she came over here. We had a little session. We tried out like 4 or 5 songs, and she stuck on like 3 of them.
Good. Cause you said star in my movie, loving every season. Ain't no way to sit calm when all the money leaving. Like. Play on sitcom.
Yeah, just to play on visual entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
That was dope, bro. That was dope.
just a showcase of minor complexity and some bars.
It reminded me of Truman Show. Like,
why was I thinking about the Truman Show when I came up with it? Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Like it's a movie about a TV show. So that's why this nigga make all the beats, y'all.
So, you said that. You said, I'm going to keep on showing up, educator, detonator, learning as I'm blowing up.
That was a crazy bar. After I came up with that one, I was like, woo! I am him! Wow!
You knew he was on to something.
I knew I was like, damn! Why am I doing them like this time? That's definitely what I said to myself, and I mean, I know all my comments.
Why am I doing it like this?
They gonna see it and be like, man, you too full of yourself. But no. Educated, detonated, learning as I'm blowing up. Used to be a know-it-all. Now smart enough to know enough. Now they about to know what's us. Darkest times got me glowing up. I'm gonna let them know. Man, get out of here. Like, seriously?
But yeah. No, they ain't. That's a nigga. We on nigga jam.
Yeah, that ain't nigga jam. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, no. What bar is it?
I'm gonna keep on showing up, educated.
Yeah, that's indoctrination. That's the end of indoctrination. Trust me, I know that one, boy. Okay. I know that.
Okay.
That is not nigga.
So indoctrination is next.
Indoctrination is the next song after that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you put Danielle on there.
Shout out Danielle, Blackshear.
For sure, Danielle Blackshear.
She got a voice like.
Bro, your connections, like how you make it connect, like from the concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, you hear only me on there sounding bad, and then.
But they'll never be sounding bad, but you.
I mean, I can hold it up.
You allow somebody to convey that vision,
and
execute it in a way to where it's like, dang, but seeing it from where you had it, like that, it's crazy just seeing the process and being able to trust the process.
I mean, that's all I can do, because if I don't have the talent to execute what I need to happen, I need to bring somebody in that can. And luckily enough for me, I'm typically in good standing with the people that I'm dealing with, or the people that I want to deal with, because I be trying singers out on a bunch of stuff. Like, bro, I probably had 4 or 5 singers on Indoctrination. Like, just trying it out. I had a couple dudes and all that. Danielle killed it. It's like, oh, you got it, girl. You on there.
Right. She did, though. You said, on there, on Indoctrination, we said, just had a real conversation with my homie. He phoned me. He asked me what I've been doing. He wanted to know where I'm going. He in the middle of 10. He got him a little boy. I never seen him this free. That shit hurt me to my core. Wishing him well, but he wishing me more. Hope he bow to the wall, from the sky to the floor. Like, bro, that was like, how'd that come about? Like, you just started writing, like.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it was, my homie Builder, Chiefy Maserati, he been in jail for a while, and he had a baby on the way when he went to jail. So like, when his son was born, his son ain't never seen him as a free man, and it fucked me up, man. That should be fucking me up, where it's like, you know, I know how he would be as a father, and like, I know what type of nigga he is, this, that, whatever, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you missing this little nigga's whole life down there for what it is now. Of course, like, you gonna get out and you gonna be in the nigga's life, but to think of it, when I think about my son, like, bro, if I missed 10 years of this nigga's life, like, I'd be destroyed.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's kind of how I got him to talk like how it was talking.
Cause I hear, like, when he talk, you hear the wisdom. Like, I keep saying it, but wisdom and reflection, bro.
Like the nigga done learned a thing or something.
You feel me?
Yeah, but that's.
And then you do what you do.
That's what I was going for though, cause it's like, okay, I had that first verse, and I already had him in mind, and then we ended up talking. You know how the jail shit works. I ain't gonna go too much into that, but we ended up talking. I sent him a song, and he listened to the verse. He like, so everything that I got in them 2 parts of him talking, like I literally just split that up between like, all right, well I'm gonna take this and put this right here, and I'll take this, put this right here. But before all that, like it's a little space where you're like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit got me thinking and da 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 da. And then he starts talking, but I didn't want to put that on there because it's just like it seemed better just to use the parts as I did. But at the same time, I didn't want to, you know, you don't put everybody stressing and just stress and strain on everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, he set enough to have it perfect on these parts.
No, for sure. He did something else, but we ain't gonna expose it right now.
But then the thing about it is like, honestly, I feel like remember when I said when I did the Saint Tape, I had a whole project done before the Saint Tape.
Yes.
These are some of the songs. Like it's a few new ones, but these are the songs that I was gonna put out beforehand because like I sat with Slim and I played him a bunch of my new music. And he was blown away. And that's hard to do for that dude. Like, and I was in a group with him for like 10 years, so you know what I'm saying? He was blown away, and he like, bruh, this is like you in like your Outcast bag or something like that. And I've been kind of feeling like that in what I was doing, so.
So you was feeling that because you sprinkle it throughout the project. You feel
because if you listen to Aquemini, they got the verse from I forget what dude's name was. I don't know why I'm going blank now, but he got a verse from his homie in the pen or whatever.
On the actual, you talk about the project.
On the Aquemini.
I thought you know about the song.
Nah, he just got a verse before the song. I think it's before. Matter of fact, it's before my favorite song on there. There's a fine line between love, liberation.
Yeah,
And the verse is right before that, and that's what kind of like I had that in vain with the indoctrination, and
that's a crazy connection, bro.
But also in other instances, like with Ray Charles, how I quote Dre at the beginning question. Is every nigga with dreads for the cause? Is every nigga with goals for the fall? No, so don't get caught up in appearance. Apparently 20 years later, yet niggas still ain't here. I see what I'm posting niggas home. But like, you know what I'm saying? Just me feeling like, okay, well this shit's coming together really well. Like and hell. I think 3K like one of my favorite rappers. I really don't have a bunch of favorites no more, but I can appreciate a place that he plays in my mental Rolodex of music.
Yeah. So you definitely heard the new album we did, right?
Oh yeah, I listened to it for sure. I still be listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It did what it did.
I sleep to it and stuff like that.
Meditating and everything.
Yeah, all that.
For sure. But yeah, so where we left off at indoctrination. So after that, hold on, because you said something else on there. You said they made our heroes mythical, deleted all our deities, made a couple G's off ODs. That's all they see in me.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at a bunch of stuff like, when you think about how many stories have been stolen and told in different ways, and stories that we know very well, where it's like the origin of these stories go way back to something that's even that we connected to way deeper than just something that we watch on TV or something. But they got it in there and they didn't steal that. But that's part of that first part, and then made a couple of G's off ODs. That's all they see in me. So the G's are ODs, but you know how we said we gods. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't see the God in us. All they see is the G's off ODs. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. But yeah.
mean, because that's what affects them. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at it to where how can they see us as a God when we making money off their death? You know what I'm saying? So made a couple of G's off ODs. Just play on words, man. I try to be modest about the wordplay, but it's crazy.
No, it's throughout the whole project though. Like wants and needs. That's next.
Wants and needs is nuts. I took off so crazy on that, man.
They say they follow me because I know the way. I got demons in my mind and they won't go away. Like you see the light and the darkness.
Yeah, it's just like having the positives and knowing the negative is there, and sometimes indulging the negatives. Like most of the time, our lives are about our wants, and our needs are gonna be necessary. Like you gonna whatever you feel you need, you're gonna have.
You're gonna get it.
But what you want, the wants, your happiness depends on the wants. You know what I'm saying? So
get what you want. And
then when you get to a point to where you're getting where you feel what you need, that don't become enough no more. So with wants and needs, it's just like, all right, well, I'll talk about how I'm barely paying the bills, but I still want jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You know how you say to yourself, I'm gonna slow down smoking, I'm gonna stop smoking and stuff, whatever.
For sure.
And I'll be smoking.
Right,
like I tell myself sometimes, like, hell, bro, I ain't gonna smoke in the morning. And then in the morning I get that itch, boy. I'm like, well, you ain't doing nothing. What you want?
I know how to be.
Yeah, so, and then I'll be in the middle of the joint like, damn, man, I done caved again. You know what I'm saying? Or just like, then I say, said no joking, all I do is smile. Keep it real with yourself, ain't did that in a while. Since a child, lips like a lion, had to bend a smile, straight face, try to dodge a case, highlight juvenile. But, and that's just more or less like dealing with issues when, some of us talk about our problems, some of us don't.
For sure.
Like, and we just go through life dealing with however it comes, nonchalant. Like, I'm a real nonchalant person, so you're not gonna see me being real passionate about too much of anything. Like, I mean, granted, my family, but I mean, I'll nonchalantly kill you. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's like,
because you got a picture. I see you.
You talking about the family picture? Yeah.
I put on the comment, I said 45.
Yeah, man. But that was pandemic time.
House I'm building fortified.
Yeah,
nobody more than that.
Yeah, that's from Polynesian.
Probably like I'm working. So I saw that picture. That's the first thing I thought about. Like,
and that's crazy because actually I had wrote. Well, no, I didn't get Polynesian by then. I think did I? Nah, that wasn't in them times. Cause that was like the smack dab, like at the beginning of the pandemic. I think. But yeah, so, that picture crazy.
Yeah. So you talking wants and needs. When you think about like a man, the main thing he wants is a woman. You feel me? And the next song is Eve's.
Yeah.
You feel me? And what you describe your woman, and it's like an ode to your wife, correct?
Yeah. Or not completely like my wife, but like the essence of what she represents as a woman. Because it's called Eve's, and it's a play on the designer brand Yves Saint Laurent.
Which I didn't even know that until you shared that with me. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, so that's why I said like you Saint Laurent, baby, you bought Eve's like you Saint Laurent, and throughout the song it's basically like detailing and giving reasons why I appreciate her. But even with that, like that's what making this playlist. I had to like throw little hints of narcissism in there or whatever, to where the feminists kind of pick it apart and get mad, but can't get too mad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I call it ease is because if you listen to the verse, I'm rapping as if like I'm Adam. That's why I ended as adamantly Adam, baby, hold it down. Like you Saint Laurent, like you Saint, maybe be my Eve, like you Saint Laurent. But it's like, okay, so the bullshit of that is like, yeah, I appreciate you and everything, but even you can get cut like Saint Laurent cut Eve off of Saint Laurent because it's not Eve Saint Laurent anymore. It's just Saint Laurent. So. And it might not even mean that much to the average person, but just me in my head, the way that I'm putting it together, like how when I came up with the name, because it was a different collection of songs, I had to put this playlist together to match the idea of what this is. So,
guys,
that's where it starts.
You got Temptations on there.
Yeah, Temptations is
explain.
Sea of Dreams is on that again.
For sure.
Another song I had 6 singers on. I appreciate you, Mariah, Tiana, Dean. Who else did I have on there? I sent that out to a few of them. And she sounded the best. Well, I ain't gonna say sounded the best, but it was more fitting. Because that'll make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I really value the fact that them ladies, you know what I'm saying, would do it for me. So I don't want to say that somebody sounded the best. No, she just fit a little bit better. But what Temptations is part of the dilemma that I've had to deal with for a lot of my life, as far as like female acquaintances and friends and things of that other nature. Like me and my wife, we talk about this on our podcast because I've always had women that are like, I ain't gonna say magnetic or whatever, but like I draw a little bit of attention, but you know, I mean, I don't hide the fact that I'm a married guy or anything like that. And sometimes like I don't be knowing what it is because, you know, my wife is like, they want you. I'm like, they don't want me. I asked. and
I know. Yeah,
I know. So that'll be the case of something like that, and it'll still be these instances to where it's like sometimes I don't know because it's like, why do you see me as so much of a friend or like, hell, you know my situation, and then even in the back of my mind, if it's nothing, well, what is it? So that's kind of what that song is about. Or if it's also looked at to where, like, I always tell my wife this, like, sometimes it's not about me, it's about what you have. And it ain't as far as like, it ain't as far as how I come off or what I'm giving off, or it's just they see that you have something that they will want. It's not even necessarily me. Like, they just want somebody to be about them the way that I am about you. So that's why I say it looks like you give good love, because from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, she seems loved and, you know what I'm saying, and taking care. She's not complaining about how she don't get attention and this, that, or whatever, or, you know, because it's a lot of single women where you see it on your timeline all the time where it's like, well, so-and-so won't act right and da-da-da-da-da. Well, meanwhile, I'm in the house acting right.
For real, though. I get it. I get it for sure. So
that song is basically a navigation of, all right, well, what's this? What's that? That's not that? Okay. All right, cool. Well, I'm trying not to mess up too, so yeah, all right. So,
that's Temptation. And then you go to Facade.
Facades is that's a look into just the reality of a marriage. Like I said, like I was about to say, how the same way how some people look at the outside looking in and think that, like, well, she taken care of, she da 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 da, that's the inside out where it's like, okay, take a step back and look at my own bullshit. Like hell, how she be talking about me leaving a knife on the sink and shit like that. Or so I took it a little further, and even not even necessarily further, but shit, just things from actual instances that had happened. I started like I was texting all them hoes again.
I forgot to put
away the clothes again. Left on my plate, forgot to throw it in the trash. Like, you mad? Then I act. Here I go again. I mean, that's so common. Like just think of how many times your wife then motherfucking told you something about something you done left out, and you like, you know I'm a lit. or it really ain't a big deal to you, but you done did it so many times to where it's a big deal to her. So that's kind of yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's me kind of
recognizing,
put my bullshit in highlight and recognizing like, okay, well it's there, and these are the specifics of it, and
that's when I say reflection, bro. Like you had to you took your but you do this all the time though. So that's like you said, you live in life, you capturing your life, and displaying it or portraying it in the music now.
Yeah. But that's the thing about the narcissism of that song, because it's like, okay, well, I'm explaining the reasons why I'm wrong about things, but then also I'm explaining why I don't care as much at why they're wrong, because it's like, okay, well, I got grievances too, and we both dealing with shit, and like we not talking about it, or we ain't got past whatever we may be holding on to, and it's like we might fuck this up before we save it, and I kind of delve into situations where it's called, okay, I've heard hurt, and then there's times when I've been hurt. So that's why I start the second verse like, said I'm a saint, I never been an angel. Got you going in circles, you trying to find the angle. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no angles in the circle. So you know what I'm saying? You gonna run yourself ragged trying to catch me in something like that for a reason for you to leave. Like if you want to leave, just leave. Don't try to catch me doing something. But that's where that comes from. But then I speak to, okay, well, hurt my heart, babe. Spent the whole 5 Julys in the dark place, made it look easy, super breezy. I'm talking parlay. It was a whole bunch of shit like, well, hoes and parlay, and like it's all wordplay in there, but at the same time, it's a real big ball of emotion. Like, it's like that's something that's really real to my life. Like hell, we shooting a video and it's gonna be me and her, and just some of the instances of hell, sometimes I get on her nerves because she does do a lot. Like typically, you know what I'm saying, they say the wife do more than the man, which is true, but I think that's just innate of them, because sometimes she be moving around for no reason. I'm like, why are you even doing that? Well, who else is gonna do it? Nobody needs to do it right now. I'm just getting it done. Xbox, studio, you know. So,
no, for sure.
That's facades.
Yeah, facades, and then we go to contract.
I changed the name of it to the end.
The end. Because you talk about heaven at the end. So you had mentioned that, and that being one of the reasons why, because you said resting all this hell, hoping to heaven at the end.
Yeah, I wanted the last words to be heaven at the end, because it's like kind of resonating like the end of a struggle and the start of something that I have no clue about, but you know. Another thing about kind of like the narcissist thing, where you've done so much and you still have this idea that heaven's going to be available to you and this and that. And a lot of times we forget about the ill shit that we do. And all that comes to a culmination. So how the song is actually structured, it's basically like saying, devil at the door, he knocking slow, don't let him in. Sold myself for nothing, all I wanted was a Benz. Got my dream girl, but end up fucking all the friends. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, but that's what we do. Like, okay, well, you asked to get rich, but then what you gonna do with that money? What you gonna do? You can be cool, you gonna pop, but then boom, I'm popping out with the Rollie. Shh. All right, well the Rollie needs a Rari or something, or a Lambo.
And you, hold on, because you keep talking. You said the Rollie, so I skipped this on purpose. But in the beginning, you said,
bro, I had no clue that they was gonna tie together. It's just that's how crazy and divine I be looking at the way these things come across. Because I really want a Rollie, I don't really want to sell no dope. I'm in for the longest run and they trying to sell a show. And then first bars,
like a teleport.
Father, how you holy? How the hell the Rollie? Got me here in life, shaving ice like the goalie, as if I had got the Rollie. And at the end of it, I realized, okay, well, I went so hard for this, and it cost me so much of this. But in the time of me motherfucking looking at myself, I just see what I see is getting better. And I don't notice the detriment around me. So that's where the narcissist and all that plays in. And then, and that's why I took the audio that I have at the beginning to Saint Narcissus, where it's like, and the intro really is for the ending. Like I wanted it to loop so good to where.
As he telling you.
Yeah, when you hear that sinisterness and it's like, all right, well, yeah, I have messed up, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So there's methods to the madness. I just wish, like, sometimes all my madness, I could really explain the methods and it'll make sense. And everybody ain't gonna be interested in that, but yeah, it's crazy how it came together.
And you know what? Like, that's what's missing. I feel like we don't sit with projects no more. Like, I've been able to sit with this project. You feel me? And that's where the appreciation of the lyrics come, of the wordplay.
Because when I hit you with all the changes, and just the idea what I had, you seem kind of apprehensive. Like, all right, well. All right, cool. All right, just send me the track list and I'm gonna see how it sounds. Cause, like, you know, we had a plan to drop a 4-minute project, and I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I got that much attention yet, and I got this idea. All right, switching the plan. I don't know about that, but all right, send it to me. And then about a couple weeks after sitting with it, you like, yeah, bro, okay, I see it. And then we had the conversation, and I broke it down to you like I did with this, and yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I say that, man, because even we have to start getting back to just sitting and appreciating these bodies of art. You know what I'm saying? Like, we move on to the next so quick. There's so much information that's being fed to us, but
I think a lot of that is our fault as artists too, because we don't take the time to break it down.
And that's why we're doing what we do.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're doing what we do. Because, like, you know, sometimes you'll put out a song or you put out a project, and people say, yeah, it's banging, and they'll move past it, and that's just that. But you put so much into it, you have so much to say about it, especially if you rap like me. Like, it's like, boy, yeah, like man, these thoughts came before they had words. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting transported into me. So,
for sure,
it has to be talked about. It has to be broken down. The people have to understand the things that I'm trying to say or the things that I'm saying, and the ways that I'm saying it. Like my brother Nut, for sure, he always says like,
shut up, for sure.
Yeah, he always says like, bro, you have to let them know what you saying in these bars. They got to know what a lot of this stuff is pertaining to, because some of the stuff that you saying is a whole lot deeper than your average.
For sure.
And yeah, I mean, sometimes people want to dumb down and stuff like that. I'm not in that position where I feel like I gotta dumb down because I'm not trying to blow up and be a TikTok rapper or anything like that. Like, I'm living life in a different frequency and a different point in life, and this is what I got to talk about. So,
and I think that's what makes you one of the OGs. You feel me? Because you, just like what Cole said, like with middle child. You feel me? Like, I feel you kind of fall in that realm as well. Like as far as you being able to witness the beginning, like, not really the beginning, but before a wave that was created, you've seen the beginning of that. And then now this wave that's coming upon us now, you're witnessing that from a whole different perspective.
Yeah, because I don't hate none of the new music or nothing like that. Well, a little bit of it I hate, but for the most part, it's like, okay, well, I can dig what it is, but I know I'm too old to be rapping with Lil Tyler or something like that. But he hard, you know what I'm saying? The Skilla Baby, like, the making rap for girls, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a crazy lane.
It's a lot of talented artists, man.
But
yeah,
I don't want that light from in that light. You know what I'm saying? Because hell, I don't need that much female attention where, all right, now I gotta start asking questions or answering questions. Fuck asking them. I gotta start answering questions. Like, well, why is so and so around and da 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 da. Like, I'd rather blow up on some Toby Nwingate type stuff to where it's like, she always with me, so
you already know what it is. No, I get it. That's how I get it for sure. I've said that.
Yeah, but I think it's always good to really talk about these projects. Cause like, hell, as I said with this is kind of like an ode to Aquemini, but it's just being that I took it a different way. I took some of the songs that I did have towards that would have made it sound more as if I was gearing it towards something like that. But then I'm like, all right, well, I can't do like a true ode and be like,
you.
Yeah, you know. So like, when I came up with my own thing, it's like, all right, well, yeah. I got my hints of that in there.
You hear it. You can definitely hear it, and I hope it's appreciated for real, man. Like, if you just take the time to sit with this project for a couple of days, put it on repeat, like you gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, and then that's the thing too. This a precursor as well. Like, this ain't a turn up type thing. This is listen to in the car. This is listen to as you're getting ready in the morning or whatever. Or I mean, it might be a couple songs that you might fool with. Facades is a song to listen to when you doubting your relationship. Like, hell, I know people that are throwing away their relationships over nothing. Hell, nigga jam. I know niggas is throwing away everything over a dream. And that's fine if you're okay with it, but in certain instances, it's not okay.
No, I get it.
Hell,
I think that your perspective that you share is needed. You feel me? So you did what you're supposed to do, for real, bro. And I appreciate that. The body. I appreciate you. Using my beats on most of them.
Man, ain't it crazy? One day at Flam's house, this motherfucker made all this happen.
Like he know it. He see, and I give it.
Give him that.
Yeah, I introduced him, so I'm part of. I probably take credit in that.
He did what he did.
I need like 25% of all royalties. You feel me?
I love you, though, man. But yeah, man. The appreciation is real, bro. Like,
can't forget Quentin, man. Like, I don't know that. Just hearing it, man. Like, you show your prophecy. You feel me? To it.
Man, that shit's so crazy because it's like I met them niggas when they was kids for real, and hell, I've been around them like as friends for like 15 years, and Q mixed the project, y'all. He mixed all the songs, and it's crazy because you don't realize how close you are with a person until something like that happens. And it's one thing as far as like being close as friendship, but it's close to like the part that you play in somebody's life.
For sure.
Because when bro went missing for that little bit of time that people was looking for him, they called me. And I'm like, nah, he ain't come over here. And then I get a call back like an hour, 2 hours later, and it's like, he gone. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how? And then at the same time, I'm not as tied into them as the crew is. So it's like, okay, well, I get the news, but then I have to just sit around and wait until somebody tells me whatever. Because, like, I mean, I don't be around the whole crew to where I can just go around and get to asking all these questions. So it's like, I really had to sit with that, and it was fucked up because I told bro 2 weeks prior we was mixing I think we was mixing Temptations. Or I don't know, it's on my live.
It was Temptations.
It's on my live, and bro played me a song that he wanted me to jump on. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it's banging, but you lazy, bro. You gotta put this shit out. Like, you be doing a bunch of shit and you don't put nothing out. And he's like, yeah, man, I know. You gotta get better. And I'm like, bro, you gotta get better. You could die next week. And for that to actually happen, it's just like, I mean, I hate that I ever even said it, but that don't stop life, and that don't stop death.
The truth of
it's the truth of it. So it sucks because it's like,
it should be a wake up call to all of us, though. You feel me? Like, and I think you say that kind of like pushes you, and you know the way you moving now, like.
Oh yeah,
because
hell, you know how sometimes, I mean, I procrastinate a little bit, but we all procrastinate.
We all do. We all do.
But the thing about that is just, in that instance, it's like, damn, this is so real, and bro just gone. I think about, like, hell, I probably have 10 songs that he wanted me to get on that I didn't get on because I knew he wasn't going to put them out. But then it's like, that music's doing nothing now. He has hundreds of songs on his computer. And then even outside the music, fuck the music, just who he was as a person. Like, bruh, dude ain't never did no fuck shit. He may have been goofy and done some goofy dumb shit or something like that, but nigga ain't never did no fuck shit. Like, I ain't never took bro that had no ill intention for nothing. Like, and I dealt with him a lot. These are the things you don't realize because it's like, hell, on a day-to-day basis in your life, you look at it as I got my friends that I look at as my friends, but I don't recognize and realize my friends that are, because it's like, all right, well, hell, I might not talk to some of the niggas that I grew up with for a month, 2 months, 3 months. And this nigga's over my house every other day. He chopping it. Like, I know his girlfriend. I know his stepdaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, we at the funeral. His brother's walking up to me like, yeah, bro, I know you taking it hard because, hell, if he wasn't at my house, he was gonna be at your house. And these are things that I'm not even necessarily looking at that way because, hell, we typically working on something or.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but R.I.P.Q, man. SD Major. The Invader Games Guardian Angel. I think it makes 2 classics for me. I'm going to call them classics because they mine. You ain't got to the Saint Tape and Narcissus Fallen Center. This is definitely dedicated to Q. And, yeah, man, love and live life. As we said before, we Halo. Shit.
Yeah.